Alright, hey everyone. So if you hadn't heard the news of the former Utah Jazz player Mark Eaton, he died Friday, May 28th at the age of 64, and they're reporting it as a bicycle crash. So apparently him and a vehicle collided while he was on a bike. You know, the news can feed you anything and we'll all believe it to be true. But once again, it's another murder by numbers. The NBA, all professional athletes, actors, celebrities, anybody in the world of entertainment, politics, especially. I mean, they're all rigged and coded through this thing called Gematria, right? What Zach has told us and taught us about. And it was awesome to see him live in Portland yesterday, you know, at the NBA stadium before the game. And oh my gosh, just so many zombies. So many people just not caring about anything he was putting out with his megaphone. But I mean, a few people did, but I mean, still not what we need. I mean, it just proved that all of us are we just believe in the system and in the media way too much, and it definitely controls us. So, get back on point here. Mark Eaton, his birthday is January 24th, and so he died again on May 28th in Park City, Utah, which I'll get to later. But notice he wears the number 53. And if you take his previous birthday to the day that he died, it was 124 days later, a lot like his birthday 1/24, or like written in the majority of the world, you put the month before the day before the month, so it'd be 24/1. And if you took the day that he died to his upcoming birthday, it was 241 days like his birthday. And 241 is the 53rd prime number, again, like how he wore number 53. So, I mean, what an alignment there. You know, what are the odds that he dies on that date that aligns with his birthday forward and backwards, right? I mean, it's just meant to be, right? And then here in the report, it says that the sheriff's office received a call just before 8:30 p.m. and we know about 83 and murder, the big murder number in Gematria. And it says that he was an unconscious man found lying in the road in the neighborhood of Silver Creek Estates. So I'll touch on that in a little bit. But apparently, yeah, they're just calling it a car accident or a bike accident. So just taking a look at the age that he died, 64, and you know, NBA equals 64, kill equals 64. I mean, what better date for this to have happened on? And then if you want to combine it, where the location and what happened, Park City, Utah, look at the overlap with Jesuit order. You know, the people who are in charge of the whole puppet show that we're in. Jesuit order in Park City, Utah, where this death supposedly happened, has a 3 out of the 4 cipher match. And then Bicycle Crash also shares the 54 and 72 in the same ciphers as Jesuit order in Park City, Utah. And then Silver Creek Estates equals 72, just to tie it all in, like dead on to the point where he supposedly, you know, had his last breath. But the 72 in all of this Gematria really stands out because he was the 72nd overall draft pick in the NBA in 1982. So big 72 number there. And what else is interesting is because of COVID-19 and all that in the NBA season, they reduced the number of games for each team to 72 games this year. So, I mean, huge number with him and his career and his death, and it just so happened to be in the 75th season of the NBA where they are reduced to 72 games. And the NBA started December 22nd, 2020, and whenever you look at that date of the beginning of the NBA and the date of his death, May 28th, look, I just want to show the date numerology. It shares 74. It said that he's 7'4", which I'll get to in a minute, but then you see the 38s. Again, murder equals 38. Death, you know, RIP 38. And then they also share 54, like what we just covered with all the 54s in the Jesuit order and bicycle crash. So I just wanted to show the parallels there and then show you from the start of the NBA date, December 22nd, to his death date, was 157 days later, and again, he died at the age 64, and when you write that out in word form, it equals 157, like accident, like how this is a bike/vehicle accident. Accident shares at 157. So, I mean, what are the odds of all of this aligning perfectly by the numbers in relation to the NBA and his death? So, and then to get to the point about the 74 date numerology of, the beginning of the NBA season and the day that he died, his Twitter name is at Mark Eaton 7'4", and then even articles want to point out a 7'4" gentleman, just remembering his life. Like articles, look up 7'4" with Mark Eaton and see how many articles will pull up, because they want to make sure that they tell you that he was 7'4", a very important number to this hidden, these people who run the game, run the show. So again, another murder by numbers. So I thought I'd share that with you. All right, R.I.P.